Today, I want to discuss the topic that a lot of people don't understand how games like MU, which are completely free, make their money. And eventually, they're getting frustrated and mad at people around them who play the game as it's meant to be played. So, obviously, MU Origin 2 is a free to play RPG or MMORPG game where most of the content is revolving around PvP. Like, for example, we don't have channels that we can jump between. If one farming spot is occupied, then we jump to another. It's not an option. If a farming spot is occupied, you need to go and look for another farming spot that it's free. And if there are none free, you better find a party of people who will be sitting on the same farming spot and share their resources. Now, uh, 2 days ago, I've been sitting and seeing a lot of trash talk in the chat. I jumped in and then realized that the biggest issue of my server is that people refuse to understand that PvP is part of the game. Because my alliance and the enemy alliance holding a lot of grudge towards each other, and for some of them it's even going to their real lives, where they on an off game platform they are chatting on, they starting to dedox themselves or each other, and it's pretty much coming to a point where a lot of hate is starting to grow on the server and not much respect, because some of the enemy members and our members refuse to get the fact that this is a PvP game. And if you are being killed while you farm, this is part of it. You're not supposed to be griefing in chat for being killed by the strongest player in the game. Because eventually, what makes you feel better than going and killing people after you spend $200 on the resources and materials to upgrade your gear? Eventually, you become stronger. Now you want to show off. Otherwise, you become stronger for nothing in this type of game. The whole PvP system, it's what drives people to spend money in the first place. And if, for example, we will remove PvP completely from the game now, and you won't be able to PK players outside of arenas or special places where PvP is allowed, or for instance, we will remove the PvP aspect of the no, don't want to go there, of Taiwanet or whatever it's called. I never Tinute, that will be the name, um, and you will be allowed to farm crystals for free. There is no incentive for people to buy money, because to buy blue crystals and spend money, because it's not going to change much if you can't use it to suppress other players around and show off. It also drives people to spend money, because if the PvP system exists and I know that I need to pay a little bit of dollars to enhance myself, get myself stronger to kill the other guy, then I probably in a certain point will be so frustrated that I will do so. And this is part of the design. So I've been looking at the chat and people were blaming each other. He killed us, then he killed the other guys. It's like basically it's a lot of griefing between the top two players, not one against another, but because of them. Because Drake and Max exist in this server. Those guys are the strongest, spent a lot of money to get there, and before Drake was at the top, Max felt that he can go and kill whoever he wants, because obviously he can. Nobody can scratch him. So he did. And what happens when you, in your alliance, hear that everybody's crying about somebody smacking everyone? You go and uh, you raise you rise to the top to avenge them and to eventually retaliate for what happened to your alliance members. But this is stupid because people shouldn't be, how would I put it? It shouldn't be angering them that they die in PvP. For example, when I die, I just say, okay, let's go back to my spot, because there is like a limit of how much a person will spend, how much time he will spend to grief you, or just sitting there and making your life hell. You can just go to another place and not engage with this attitude of I'm gonna kill you wherever you are in the game. If it's an alliance versus alliance, it's even worse, because now every corner you turn, you see somebody who is an enemy. But the, my point is that this is not how it's supposed to be. You getting killed, respect that. Don't go to the chat and start crying about it. Why did you kill me? Why didn't you let me farm? Stop it, dude. This is part of the game. You need to adapt to the fact if you're not participating in the race of power of who's gonna be at the top, you're gonna suffer because you won't have any tools to retaliate for what happens to you. So just accept it. You die. This is how the game is. There is no other way this game would have survived, because whenever there is a competition, it's nothing if you can't use it for your own advantage. So if this is the competition, who's the strongest or who's the highest level, then obviously people will use it for their advantage of clearing farming spots, sometimes even just strolling around and going killing everyone in the server. But this is expected from this game. Otherwise, those people wouldn't be spending money in the first place. PvP, it's what driving them to do so. This is how it is. And there is no reason to hate each other for that. If for example, let's say Drick is on the opposite team and he goes and kills me right now, all right, I shouldn't be going to the chat and starting to cry about it. There is no reason. This is part of the game. I need to accept it. And people should stop complaining in all the PvP games around there. I'll give you an example, like the Division 2. You have the Dark Zone. People go to farm weapons and caches, and what happens is that they get killed and they cry about it. So you have two options. Either don't go to the Dark Zone and live with the fact that the drops that are only there, you won't have them, or die, try to fight back. If you die and you can't do anything, shut up. Don't cry about it. Don't go on Reddit and cry about it. Don't go on any place in the media that is around this game and cry about it, because this is part of the game. This is how those games work. Some people come into MU Origin for just evolving their character. Some people come here for the story. Please find me someone who does that actually. But some people do. And some people come here purely for PvP. This is what makes them sweat. This is what makes their blood pumping. They enjoy the PvP aspect of just going ham and killing everyone. So please keep your server in good terms and relations with everyone around you, even your enemies. No reason to be griefing anyone, no reason to be crying in chat for being killed, and no reason to raise wars for somebody who just killed you in PvP. Somebody got killed, somebody died in the open world, and the first thing he does is going to the world chat and, oh, well, I'm not gonna curse, but he's just cursing there. And for what? For blame. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This is the final line. This is the bottom line of all of this. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If you cannot co-op with what everything is going on here in this environment, don't play it. That's it for today. Thanks guys for watching. I'm pretty dying from farming. This is all I have to do. I wake up, I go do IBP, request FOF, share FOF, then waiting for Bonfire, do everything in Bonfire and afterwards till 10 p.m. Wait for server reset, finish everything in an hour, and that's it. This game is pretty standing still. Nothing really happens for me. So I'm mostly now on Honkai, and not bad. I'm still digging and learning the game, so no new videos about that game coming soon. But MU Origin 2 is pretty much nothing to upload now. There is one thing that I know I will do upload is glyphs. The second I will get my last one, I'll be able to upload a video about it, explaining exactly what's going on there. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you want to support me. It really helps to pull more people from the internet towards my videos. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.